My arms just went weak from laughing. Like that hit me so hard, so suddenly my arms just went weak. What? Oh shit.
Some taffin trespasser, no doubt. Big mistake.
Whoa. Once again, the situation has escalated dramatically around me.
Don't let him kill me too.
Hi, how's it going? Here you are. I don't know what clip that was. I was not looking. Hi, Admiral. How you doing? Congrats on your first. That's live. Good. Look at that. I did all the things. I usually get figured out by the middle of the week and then forget by the end. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. Hi, hello, welcome, good evening. We're playing SKALD tonight. We're going into what I presume to be a boss fight. There's a bunch of people fighting around you and ignoring you. Yeah. That doesn't narrow it down. Yeah, we're gonna go fight Father. And if we win that, presumably, we will free the town of Horryn, and I doubt that's the end of the game. So. And my microphone presumably sounds okay, because no one's telling me that I sound like a robot. Hello, mother. Hello, father. Here I am at Camp Canada. It is not robot. Fantastic. Okay. So we're all patched up. Everyone's healed. Everyone is motivated. I have the best equipment I can think of. No one can learn any more spells. You're using the poison arrows. You're using the pointy arrows. You're using... You can put those arrows on. Alright, I was going to take the... Hold on. No. I was going to take the bow off of you. Ah, no, it's fine. You can just have it. No, you stick the crappy arrows because you're not going to use them. Marge, do we send Bart to Camp Granada? Yeah. I knew the reference. Alright. Let's saunter in here. That's so many dudes. Oh, it's a complicated amount of dudes. Ahead, 3 figures clad in tattered robes sit bound and kneeling. One is sobbing loudly, the second sits trembling in a puddle of his own piss. Only men piss themselves in this world. The third, however, face covered by a hood, seems more composed and familiar. Slowly from the shadows, something emerges. Twice the size of a man, yet oddly graceful. The being is utterly alien in every fashion. You have no doubt, at last found yourself in the presence of Father. Make way for piss! The Father Beast stalks over to the first captive, all the while breathing heavily and wheezing as if not accustomed to breathing air. Slowly, his 4-fingered hand reaches towards the man's head, grasping it as easily as a grown man would grasp an apple. It pulls the poor wretch close for a moment. Its horrible yellow eyes seem to peer into the man's mind. The creature emits a strange trilling sound, and then, with terrifying ease, crushes the man's skull like an egg. The creature moves down the line, and the process repeats. Once again, it gazes deeply into the eyes of the terrified prisoner, almost as if looking for something. But once again, the wretch is found wanting. Fragments of brain and skull spray across the hall. Your attempt to cry out sticks in your throat. Father stalks down the line to the final victim. The beast lets out a strange trilling sound as it fixes its gaze on the third person. For the first time, you notice that, unlike the others, she's not bound at the wrists. With steady hands, she pulls back her hood, and even with all the years past, you immediately recognize her. Embla. Look at its jowls. They waggling. How you doing, Ollie? It's all wibble wobble. It is a challenge, to be sure. As if sensing your presence, she turns her head slightly towards you. Even in the dim light, you get a feeling that she's smiling. Then the creature looms over her. No! The creature's eyes go wide as it reaches towards her. If it was searching for something, it must have found it. Roaring in triumph, it lunges, but at the moment of impact, the room instead explodes in white light. The heavy metallic smell of ozone mixes with the stench of burned flesh as the creature staggers backwards, clutching its eyes in pain. Embla collapses on the floor as the surrounding cultists howl in shock and terror. Most flee in a wild panic, whilst a handful instead scramble for weapons to stand in defense of their wounded master. The creature may have been temporarily blinded, but flailing wildly in insane rage, it's mad with... Wait. The creature may have been temporarily blinded, but flailing wildly in insane rage, it's mad with rage and nonetheless formidable. That sentence is a bit of a struggle. All right. Let's dummy some idiots real quick. Okay, Roland, go here. Swordman, go here. Other Swordman, go here. And then you go here. You go here. You go here. Let's get in there. There we go. Oops, didn't mean to shift there. You know what? I'm gonna scooch. Oh fuck! That was the wrong scooch. I scooch bad. Oh, okay. I at the very least soaked a lot of that. There we go. Okay, what can I do to you? Do I have Aura of Contamination? Condemned. What is condemned? Oh my god. Please. You? This. Please tell me what condemned means. Oh my god. Fuck it. I condemn thee, and then I'll look at you like this. Oh my god. Dodge, toughness, willpower. Okay, cool. Fuck me. There we go. Okay, it's time to absolutely dummy on this guy as best we can. What can I do with you? Forwards? Let's do it forwards. Everyone's feeling hot and inspired. We're gonna swap, actually. You come over here. And then arrows. What have we got? Thrust and parry, Storm of Steel, thrust and parry. And then you sit here and you do healing. Oh my god. Oh no, to shreds. Was that supposed to be a hard fight? Because I have done harder fights with dogs in the field. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Your head reels as your body aches. For the first time in a long while, you allow yourself to acknowledge how truly exhausted you are. Nonetheless, a cloud appears to have lifted ever so slightly with the death of the fell creature. It is as if the feeling of wrongness that pervades the island is diminished, though certainly not gone. You know, after that was the side quest you were supposed to have done? Nope. No, that was Father. They really talked him up. I don't think they expected me to have 4 people who were just going to beat him like a gang initiation. Good gravy. That was prison rules. That was awful. Painfully, you get to your feet. There, in front of you, lies the scion you were sent to find. Embla of House Baron. Go to her. Oh, she hot. Embla sits up slowly. She's pale and sick looking. Exactly my type. The raw expenditure of the particular energy took its toll on her. I knew it was going to be you. It's always you, and I'm glad every time. What do you mean every time? We've been here before 1,000 times. We'll be here again and again until the universe itself ends. Slowly and unsteadily, Embla gets to her feet. For the first time, she looks at you in the eyes. A tired smile comes across her face. Spearmph, it's really good to see you. Okay. You're here because you have to be, as am I. We always have and we always will, here on the ship under the Priory. She looks at you intently, almost pleading, as if willing you to recall a memory so old it's all but faded. What? Suddenly a look of confusion falls over her face. I'm sorry. I forgot where we were, when we were. Spearmph, there's something so wrong here. Much worse than you realize. That thing, the father, the people and animals changing, even time is wrong. I don't fully understand it, but something is causing it. Drawing it here, drawing us here. Okay. Embla draws a deep breath. I like how, like, we went through that fight with Father and only I got my ass kicked. Everyone else is basically fine. Embla draws a deep breath and closes her eyes. For a moment, she is quiet. Forgive me, I know. I'm only beginning to understand it myself. For now, I'll tell you what, you... Doesn't matter. Suddenly, the heavy tramp of armored feet echo throughout this keep. As the beleaguered remnants of the Horryn city guard make their way into the main hall. Inevitably brandishing a sword, Marcus is bringing up the rear. The former chamberlain, and now de facto leader of Horryn, looks even more thin and drawn than when you first met him. But nonetheless, there's a small glimpse of triumph in his eye. Marcus, are you going to betray me? So, okay. Spearmph, you've done it. He's cut short as his gaze falls upon the grotesque corpse of the father. Galleon? Galleon the Great, protect us all. How can such things exist? Where? He tries and fails to fight back the nausea. While Marcus retches in disgust, Embla meets your eyes. It is clear that she has much to say, but now is not the time nor place. Wordlessly you agree that both questions and answers will have to wait for now. EK bud? Marcus slumps heavily down in a chair as he catches his breath. He tries hard to avoid looking at the corpse sprawled on the floor. Once more, we owe our fortunes to you, Spearmph. Sadly, the situation is dire. So many were taken by the Ravers, and there are hardly any left. We found but a few dozen survivors in the dungeons, where there should have been hundreds. Where have they all gone? Embla? Embla answers. I'm afraid I have the answer to that. There was a method unto the Reaver's madness. Those they took were taken for a reason. Ones Father approved were gathered together and placed on ships. Marcus's face goes white. Why? What possible purpose? Can't tell you for what purpose, but I think I know where they went at least. North to the island of Gradla. No doubt, there's much more to Embla's story than she's willing to share with Marcus. Marcus stammers as he searches for words. He gets up, calls for one of the guards, and changes his mind, turns around sharply and produces a piece of paper and a quill, but ultimately fails to think of anything useful to do with it. Ultimately, he turns back to you and Embla with a mask of utter dejection on his face. Gradla? I hate those guys. Embla looks back at the corpse of the father for a moment, then back to Marcus. Though there is much I do not know yet, I will say this much. Chaos engulfs the Outer Isles, and the force that drives it is rising. For whatever reason, Gradlaw lies at the center of this conjunction. Okay. The Empire will not come for us, and though we cannot escape the Outer Isles, I believe a fast ship and a skilled captain could make it to the shores of Gradlaw. I guess, Mama. If we can force a landing, we may have a chance at stopping the conjuncture before the Outer Isles are lost forever. Yes, rescue the lost souls of Horryn, and at the same time deal with this conjuncture. Embla says nothing. But if no help is coming from the mainland, we have no one to turn to but you, Spirmf. Truly, we cannot ask this of you. I have neither men nor much equipment to offer. Okay. Let's do it. Embla smiles warmly. Then it's settled. We make for Gradlaw and whatever fate awaits us there. As for a ship and a captain, the vessels here in Horryn are ruined. Truly, there is not a captain alive who will brave the seas this time, except for this guy that I have literally right here. Iago bows deeply. Lady, I, Iago Zadroma, shall answer your call for aid. You can never ask for a better ship and crew to carry us all to our dooms than with my weather maiden. If indeed this is to be, there's much work to be done. If you'll allow it, I shall return to my crew and begin preparations. I didn't say yes. Okay. My crew is currently lying in hiding in a large cave northwest of here, while the maiden undergoes repairs. In case you've not already been there, I shall note down the position in your journal. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, but I have newer, hotter character. Okay. Marcus smiles at you with optimism that is utterly misplaced, given the gravity of the situation. Then it is decided. Aid is not long for the people of Horryn. Before you go, be sure to visit the armory in the western part of the keep. If there's any material aid we can offer, you shall have it. Yeah, I've definitely already been there. Okay, bye. Oh, we finally have a mage. Why did I say it like that? Mage. Alright. What am I doing with you? Sword stuff? Deep cut? Maybe just start dumping in for magic? It's Searing Light, Holy Lance. Some of those seem fun. Let's do that. What was I doing with you? Right, I was getting you some magic. Let's see, Aura of Fear, Clear Senses, I like the Sublime Rejection. And you know what? Aura of Fear. Let's get some offensive stuff. Excuse me. What was I doing with you? Backstab initiation. Alright, yes. Continue to save to there. Oh god, so many points. 52 fucking points. Oh no. Let's get our basic things. Okay, air magic, earth magic, fire magic. I like fire. Honestly, let's just jump into there. That's a good start. Increase lore, spellburn. What's spellburn? Deals 1 to 8 damage fire, restores 2. Oh god. She burns herself with a cigarette and gains magic abilities back. Yikes, okay. Increase attunement. Oh, ooh. Increase max cascade. That's pretty dope. Yeah, give me that. Arcane Rush. First time you take wound hit point damage each combat, you automatically regain attunement. Oh, okay. That's cool. Ooh, more cascade. Give me that cascade. Yeah, I like that. Patricide? Already patricided. We absolutely destroyed Father. I'm gonna be honest, I was expecting it to be more of a thing. Give me some attunement. I wish I could see what her stats were without having to finish through this, but it's fine. Increase lore, increase lore, increase lore. Okay. Actually. Okay. Also, I made a blank check deal with no one, and now I'm afraid. I told him if he could find my missing cosplay stuff, I'd do anything he wanted. I cannot wait for no one to utilize that in a non-sexual way. He's gonna force you to play fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards or something. Fire Warrior. Okay. 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 Pretty sure he's gonna use it in a sexual way, but I could be wrong. I gotta have a talk with him. I feel like you're down for most sexy things anyways, so it feels like he's kind of throwing it away on that. Someone's one of the following creatures. What the hell's a Magmite? Aura fire resistance. Searing lash. Okay. I'm gonna do a summon, and fire resistance seems like it'll come up very specifically. Okay. Excuse me. If it is bedroom stuff, I would do it anyway. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a waste. Getting a blank check and then using it on something you already have is silly. Okay, what do we got? Arcane Shockwave. Triggers all opponents in the line of area and adds stunned. Ooh. Okay. Slows characters. Summon vermin. That's fun. Swarm of Gnats. What's disrupted? Oh, okay. That Swarm of Gnats seems good. And Arcane Shockwave seems good. Okay. Mass Lethargy. Stone Skin. Summon Giant Insect. Yeah, now we're talking. What does Blink do? Okay. Okay. Magic Missile? I mean, I'd be stupid not to. Steel Breath. Ooh. That actually seems really useful. No one, don't use your blank check for something sexy with your partner. Don't do it. Use it for something that she'd actually say no to. Okay. There's the party. Thusly. You're not gonna... I gotta think real hard about what you're gonna use it on. Yeah, just don't use it on anything sexy. It's too easy. Okay, what kind of weapons and shit? Make her play a video game she wouldn't typically be into? Perhaps? Okay, we gotta get you some clothes, lady. Unceremoniously, Embla sets off into space. We should venture to be as well prepared as possible before leaving Idra. Any supplies we need, now's the time to get them. bizarre thought crossed your mind? It's like she's an actor playing out a scene she's performed 100 times before. Elden Ring? I'm not leaving until I get some answers. Get talking, lady. And we shall have much to talk about, though I may have fewer answers than you would have preferred. Worse yet, I fear what answers I do have, you'll wish you had never gotten. Embla looks around, her voice drops. Sadly, we are much less safe here in Horryn than Marcus would like to believe. I'll answer what I can now, but most things should wait until we're far away from here. Okay, go on. The least of all, that there are other forces far older and more powerful than the Reavers with their eyes fixed on the Outer Isles. Let's just be careful. Okay. So ask what you will, but mind your surroundings. Okay, what are we doing? What's going on? Reality itself is becoming undone around us. We cannot escape it, so instead we must seek the eye of the storm. Gradla, there's something there that beckons. And that father thing? No. As mankind has ever ruled the land, there are far older and more sinister things that rule the depths of the ocean. Ancient things with utterly alien minds. The deep ones are drawn here, like flies to a carrion, and now they too have their terrible eyes fixed on Gradla. Okay. The Reavers served the gods that their ancestors worshipped here on the Outer Isles, faith that had laid dormant for millennia. As the conjunction approached, they were reminded of old allegiances and old terrible ways. Okay. Heresy. There are powerful men who would burn us alive at the very mention of it. They have known about it for a long time, the courts of the Magi. It is the nightmare they want to close their eyes, pretend it doesn't exist. Go on. Not here. We've already lingered for far too long. I've said too much. Ugh, fine. I promise there will be time for more questions once we are safe. For now, I'm truly happy it's you by my side here at the edge of madness. Let's finish gathering supplies. Okay. I take all the arrows. Alright. Cut through there before. Okay. Crummy arrows, but 24 of them. Can only look at a gift horse in the mouth so heavily. Oh, I should actually also check the whatchamajigger over here, just to see if they've added new stuff. Probably not. Oh, hold on, there's a lad. An aging guard is muttering annoyed to himself as he compares the stocks of the armory with the contents on the list. As he enters the armory, he's quite unable to hide his annoyance. Yes, the savers of Horryn are to be given all possible aid, I know. What's up? No, not for you. I'm the one left sorting out this mess of a supply situation. Yeah, let's see what you got. Okay. God damn it, I was already on her. Talk to me again. Okay, what can she use? She can use an arrow, and she can use stabbers. So I may as well let her use the cool stabber. Okay. Absolutely no fucking armor. Okay. But I will actually get that for her. All the arrows. Okay. Not much. Whoops. Whoops. Kind of thin on the ground for that, but whatever. You just use the garbage arrows. That's very much backup. You put the shield on. Put the gloves on. Ooh, magic spells. Hey, look at that. I kept all those spell books for a reason. She's your mage. She's going to be squishy and have an aversion to heavy hit. Yeah. Oh, no, I want to put her in armor for the oopsies she got cornered and has to get hit by something. Please don't die. Not so much the run up and poke somebody in the eyes. Alright. Like, I'm looking to find, like, light armor and stuff for it, that's all. Look, lively boys, the savior of Horryn graces our halls. A tall woman dressed in plate mail with a great sword on her back offers a short bow. How about some gratitude? She holds up her hands in apology. I'm sorry, I meant no offense, sir. Truly, without your aid, we'd all be dead or worse. It's just that me and the boyos missed most of the fighting, and it pains me to see we had to rely on mercenaries to keep Imperial citizens safe. Yeah, huh? And sorry, who are you? Name's Vivian Larudo. That's a good name. I'm the newly minted captain of the city guard. It would be our city's stock of officers is running low indeed. Okay. Put me on the street to wrestle with thugs and drunkards any day, but this, being captain, is a bit of a change of pace for me. A lot more responsibility, as you can probably guess. Especially now with the city in ruins and people streaming back in to pick up the pieces of their lives. That reminds me, with more people streaming in, you'll find the streets a bit more busy. Even more businesses are open as well now, and I recommend you spend some time looking around before you continue on your travels, said the developer to the video game player. Sure, questions? How did you say you survived the Reavers? I'm ashamed to say me and a handful of my lads ended up captured by Reavers. They started killing us off one by one, real slow, while the rest of us were forced to watch, or even her eyes go glassy, and then she shakes her head defiantly. Then the madmen suddenly started infighting, like bloody animals. At least we managed to flee. Go on. We hid under the docks like bloody rats. For days we hunkered down, ate limpets, and drank salt water. That's not good. Had no weapons, and my men were all exhausted or hurt, so we just stayed there. I suppose surviving doesn't make you a hero, but here we are, and I intend to make the most out of it. Okay. How are things going around here? As I said, people were streaming back into town. A lot more people than we were at the refugee camp, in fact. Why didn't that go into the roar queue? Oh, that's weird. Oh, there we go. Spin the wheel. Salt water would not solve your exhaustion. No.
Grr, arg.
Sorry, there's no buy bean redeem. It's buy bean erasure. Are these the zombie balls? These are the zombie balls.
I have no bits, and you must be.
Liver and onions. The Reavers were regular people, friends and neighbors, family, even most of them lie dead and have fled Horryn. Not all. I think some of them just took off their rags and just went right back to being ordinary people. Yikes. Okay. Ow. Oh, these things suck. Oh, it's really bad, actually. I haven't had one of these in a while. Oh, here we go. You no longer say good morning to people when you show up at work? Well, that's your choice. Where am I right now? Do you give good morning honks? Why? Oh. Why not? Because it's atypical, I guess? I don't know. I doubt many people want to be honked at. Have I ever known you to be normal? No, but like you could play one on TV, you know? Like. Oh, there's that small child. I mean, T3, do what you're gonna do. Live your best life, but like... I know you know what the social norms are. Parker is glad to be back. Hey, do you want to play a game? Yeah, alright, go for it, kiddo. It's a rhyme. Left, both. We already played this game. Left, both. Left, both. Right, both. Skip. Both. Right, both. Skip. Okay. Okay, Jordan cuts in with a surprisingly harsh tone. Girl, where did you learn? Oh, this is new. Learn such a superstitious bilge. Ursula looks up at Jordan with a startled look. All the children are doing it. I thought you will never appeal to social norms. Okay. Okay. That is your choice. Drena's face softened slightly. I don't think it's fitting, my girl. Certainly not now. Spear and let's just be on our way. Okay. Not now. Not now. Where are you? Small child. There you are. Hello, other different small child. Okay. Can she not wear any armor? Like, not even light armor? Oh, boy. That's not great. Maybe I give her the shield that gives +1 to dodge. Yeah, let's do that. That's a diplomacy shield. What does this guy do? This is just a large shield. Put on the diplomacy shield. Okay. Sell that. Hold that for now. Sell that. Armory key. Crypt key. I can't trade them. They're just gonna live in my inventory forever. Great. Okay. Oh, that guard took an arrow to the knee. Haha. Get it? The dog. Where haven't I really gone? Oh, back down to what's its nuts? The black market. Please, a word. Yeah, I'll get there. Okay, save the city. Is everyone gonna be nice to me? What do you got? None of those are good for her. Okay. Oops. Fortitude might not be bad because it just gives her more health. Attributes. Oh wow, she got fucking 10 lore? God damn. Okay, so you get intellect gives bonus attunement. That's what I thought. Okay. Gloves that add intellect means she gets more money. Or not money, more magic. Yeah, actually, I am going to do that. Okay. Put those on. Does anyone not have gloves? Here, put on the gloves. What are you selling? Oh, he's got arrows, though. Give me that shit. Okay. And there's magic dude over here. Rasputin-looking motherfucker. That's just potions. Okay. Shit. Damn it. So I have to sneak through there, huh? If I want to try and do it. Oh, hold on. There's extra door. What's an extra door? Oh. Ah, shit. I fucked it. That's okay. Just gonna do it again. I hit control when I meant to hit shift. Ho 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 ho. Okay. Do it again. We're gonna take it, right? An exquisitely crafted set of armor that no doubt belongs to the Queen of Underhalls. Mine. it's mine now. We're never coming back here. The Rat Queen's armor of strength. Not even a little sorry. Oops. Okay, one more time just for funsies. This wasn't even like the faster or better way to do it. I just wanted to. Also, I stole her armor. I could. I want those arrows. Oh, we're going for a walk. Yeah, I wouldn't have known to go that way. Thank you. Oh, so many arrows. Fantastic. Ooh. Perfect. This is a short sword. Is this better for anybody? Not really. What's this? Oh, half plate. Ooh. That's, I mean, strictly better than his current one. Perfect. Okay, let's go talk to that person who was wanted to talk to me before we were leaving. This person right here, beside all the booze. Oh, these stores are open now. Ooh. What are you selling? Ooh. Arrows? 50. What are these? +1 to survival? Yeah. Oh, damn it. I don't think I have a helmet, so I can just get one. who does have equipment on them? Let's see. Oh, he's got a good helmet. Never mind. She's got that on. What do you got? You got nothing. Pull that off. Okay. She's wearing a fancy hat. Okay, so we could buy the helmets. Athletics, yeah. What we got? Ooh, recipes. Don't mind if I do. Buy the rations. Does anybody care for boots? I wouldn't just missing boots. 1, 2. Yeah, okay, we can buy the boots. Okay, learned all the recipes. So we sell them back to you for some amount of money back. I will buy all of your thieves' tools. I'll buy all your boots. Is there a way to just buy all of them? No. Riveting gameplay. Okay, cool. Ooh, hold on. He sells other, more different cool stuff. God damn it. That's what I get for just buying the first thing I see. You have our rapt attention. Anyways, at least the second screen. Nice. Awareness. Okay, let's look at these helmets. +1 to dodge, not bad. +1 movement speed. +1 stealth. Okay. +1 to dodge is good. I think I will buy that. Athletics, awareness, willpower, survival, stealth, toughness, survival. Okay. +1 to dodge. Let's give that to you, actually. Okay, who's missing boots? You. Literally anything I can. In fact, you know what? You can have the slightly better boots. Anything I can do to make her die less immediately. Try and get her some fortitude. Okay. I think I've basically done everything I can here. Everyone's about as equipped as we're gonna be. I have fucking not infinite arrows. I have the kind of amount of arrows where I will run out at the worst possible moment because my overconfidence over the amount of arrows that I have. That's the amount of arrows I currently have. Okay, what's up? A grimy woman with a haggard look on her face approaches you. You get the impression she would normally be quite beautiful, but starvation, disease, and constant fear has erased that from her features, perhaps for good. This is a weird way to start off by introducing this woman. Please, they say you're looking for a way off the island. Is that so? Yeah. I'm Julia. My sister, Yila, lives in a small village called Figol on the island north of here. I was supposed to travel to her before this all broke out. She must be worried sick that I haven't arrived yet. Okay. I'm in no condition to travel now, and so should your travels take you to Figol, would you please seek out Ilia? Tell her that I'm still alive and not to worry. I'm sure they have all kinds of troubles themselves up there, and I wouldn't want her to spend time worrying about me as well. Okay. If the golden bless you. I'm sure my sister can spare a few coins once you tell her the good news. Okay. Oh boy. Whew, that's a lot of slaughter, huh? One thing I want to check real quick is the farm over here. Oh, you know what? Let's just rest. Was it? Entertain? Oh, let me see. Yeah, okay. As we're coming in, go get yourself a drink, snack, go to the washroom, screen tool, contemplate the nature of cheese, and we'll be back in like 3 minutes. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Am I predicting a hubris moment with the arrows? I'm not predicting a hubris moment. I'm telling you a thing that is going to happen. Let's do some foraging for most of the people. We've got a shit ton of arrows, so I think we're okay. Baked onions. And a bacon. Oh, and 2 eggs. Here we go. Hell yeah, look at all those rations. Good job, everybody.
Sippy, sippy, sip, sip.
Okay. I'm just curious about where that guy went. I found and saved his wife with the auburn hair. Oh, hold on. Is that them? Nope. Nope, nothing. Okay. Ooh, nani? Sure. Oh, there is a way into this house. Hold on. Ooh, mushrooms. Perfect. Wait, what? Should be able to get in. Oh, whatever. I don't care anymore. Okay, moving on. Traveling north along the coast, you notice a young man standing at the side of the road. His tattered robes, bald head, and unhealthy pallor reminds you of Magos, though this boy is surely too young. Follows your passing with an idiotic smile draped over his round, bland face. Go on. We have come. He stopped for a long moment and thinks. To beg for aid. Our master is missing down below. We are not allowed to enter and search for him. Please, something is wrong. We know it. A note of agitation, bordering on panic, creeps into his voice. Suddenly he stops, coughs slightly, and then smiles again. Bloody drool runs down his chin. This seems fine. You alright there, bud? Yes. Why? I've never felt better. The man seems taken aback by the question. Please, it is my master who needs help? Trina's eyes narrow as she grabs one of his hands, and with the skilled touch of a healer. No, you're not well at all, she mumbles to herself. Let's take a look. Okay, come on, healer. Do your heals. From his skin and nails to his jaundiced eyes and missing teeth, the young man's condition is perplexing. Some of these symptoms are similar to those suffered by Magi upon exposure to strong magics over time, but this is far too severe, especially considering the man's young age. It's as if he's quite literally falling apart in front of your eyes. Strangest of all, it appears as if the man is oblivious to his condition. Okay, what's this about your master? We beseech you, travel to Iril, seek out the Tower of Ash. Find us there and learn of our master's fate, but please, time is of the essence, and for each second you tarry, hope fades. The words flow as if rehearsed, and then, as he speaks the last words, he lets out a deep sigh and sits down on the ground. Iril, Tower of Ash? His eyes are glassy and distant. We beseech you, travel to Iril, seek out the Tower of Ash, find us there, he repeats before his voice trails off. The fool's mind is gone. He'll be food for crows come nightfall, and it'll be our mercy. You're just gonna sit there? The man rolls over on his side, eyes staring stiffly ahead, though he still appears to be alive. No prodding or prompting raises any kind of response from him. There appears to be nothing more he can do for this lost soul, save consider his request. Okay. Ella strokes her chin. A scent of the reticulum is about this. I would wager much of that this master he speaks of is a sorcerer of sorts. Magos even. Though time is against us, another Magos could be a powerful ally, and our path of Gradlet takes us past Errol in any case. I say we should at least investigate. Okay. Okay, we'll do the thing. This is the cave up here, right? Fuck you guys. Ah, stupid rocks in the way. Oh, that was a disengage? Fuck me. Surprise! I don't know how strong it is, but surprise! Oh, it's not very strong. But you know what? It distracted them for a minute. Oh, fuck. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. I see. Okay. Targets anyone. Okay. Hell yeah. Oh my god, the cascades. Investing in all the cascade was worth it. Oh god. I mean, I get it. She's gonna burn through all her magic, but like, oh my god. There we go. Sure. Is that dude's kid still here? Oh my god, he's still here. Okay, well. Bye, kid. Good luck. You have a terrible father. Oh, it's all the way around. Right. That was the wrong person to stealth. Well. Oh, I'm in melee right now. Alright. Oops. There we go. Anyways, moving on. You guys don't seem grogged anymore. Let's make some fish stew. Craft. I have questions. Is this the communal fleshlight? Well, I guess communal real doll. Stock. What do you got for sale? You have arrows? Oh my god, you have arrows too! Lordy! Okay, well, let's sell this garbage axe. Thank you. How many crude arrows do I have? 58? I don't know if I want to buy a 30 arrows. Oh, right. What's his face left? So we'll just give her that sword. Okay, there's nothing fancy here for us. Okay. You can have a better sword. As well. Okay. Hey, man. Iago was thoughtfully pacing the deck of the Weathermaiden, securing cargo and tightening knots. The banality of the task appeared contrary to his flamboyant personality, but speaks of a deep love of the vessel. Spjormph, you look grand. The maiden is shipshape and we're ready to go. Let's talk for a moment. Never mind. Let's go. Music to my ears. We're ready when you are. Just know that you must finish your business here in the sea caves before you go. Leave no belonging behind or errand undone. Unless there's some side quest that I just didn't come across, I think we're good. I visited the shrine. I saved the town. Unless there's something additional with the forest lady's mutant baby, I think we're good. Onwards. I shall give the order. My crew and I will maneuver the maiden out and into open waters and await you there. Board when you are ready, and though we may be sailing towards our doom, The Weather Maiden is expertly guided out of the sea cave and now lies at anchor awaiting your arrival. Oh, okay. Yeah, we go now. Woo! While sailing on the overland map, the Make Camp button changes appearance. Okay. On the ship, it's possible to rest and rear gunners, cook, craft, and even do some limited bartering. Okay. When you're done, interact. Okay. Well, let's just try that now. Zara expertly mans the helm while keeping a steady eye on the horizon. She appears to revel in the fact that she's back at sea. As she sees you, she lets out a howl of joy. By all the blind maidens, it's good to feel the wind on my face again. That's the good life, no? Winds behind and venture in front? Yeah. That's fine. Look at my wares. That's a fancy club. Why are you allowed to use it? Interesting. Oh, even more arrows. No, okay. Okay, we have upwards of 200 arrows now. I think we're going to be okay for a little bit. Oh, we should actually rest. Okay. So where am I going here? What are we doing? What's going on? The ship is alive with nervous energy as the crew scuttles back like pieces of some well-crafted machinery. Scuttles back? Okay. Though your journey is bound to be fraught with danger, there is little doubt that being back at sea has done the crew well. True to his idiom, Iago swings in on a rope in dramatic fashion, landing elegantly next to you. It is good to feel the wind on our faces, no? We're about to leave the fjord, and from there we may start our sails north towards Gradla. Okay. The Leviathan no doubt stalks us, so we must be careful from now on. We must keep to coastal waters, and pray to the maidens that our speed will keep us safe. Nonetheless, we must take every precaution. For now, I have posted double lookouts and will be manning the helm myself. Okay, indeed you are, Spjarmf. Come see me in my quarters below later if you wish to talk further. Okay. What is it? I suspect the Deep One's called it here. But who is the master and who is the servant, I cannot tell. It's certainly older than them. You owe me answers, Embla. I do, and now's as good a time as any. Oh, it's exposition time. Holly, just for my own knowledge, are there multiple islands that I can visit with the boat? Or do I just kind of want to head north? Like, is there value in exploring with the boat? Or should I just be trying to scoot my way north? Embla takes you below deck and you find a small corner in the hold. I'll say what I said before when you asked me directions. Exploration is good. Alright. She takes a deep breath as if she's about to plunge into freezing water and begins talking. Buckle up. 2 years ago, I was, let's say, put on the trail of a rumor that an expedition had been mounted to the Outer Isles, more accurately, to the island north of Idra by the name of Gradla. It's a cold and barren place, but it is allegedly the location of an ancient monastery referred to as the Black Priory. That's the name of the game! Though you've never heard the name before, it echoes in your mind as if stirring old memories. The site was built a full age into the past, and for millennia it stayed unnoticed and far removed from the affairs of the Empire. So much so, in fact, that it's virtually passed out of the historical record centuries ago. No small feat in an empire built on the backs of its archivists and record keepers. And thus it would have remained if it weren't for the boundless ambition of a group of powerful men known as the Cabal. I don't know who it was that whispered in their ear, but something convinced them that the Black Priory was not forgotten. It was willfully expunged. I mean, that was kind of my thought too. Not for the monastery itself, but what was said to lie underneath it. Embla grasps your wrist and leans in while her voice drops ever so slightly. The monks built the priory to guard something, a grave, an ancient tomb from the earliest days of the Empire. And if the priory's existence was truly lost to history, it means that at some point, the very Empire itself must have aided in the conspiracy of silence. But who could be buried there to warrant such measures? I cannot tell you exactly how I know this, but I have not a single shred of doubt. What lies buried under that priory is the corpse of the Magos Emperor. Not only that, but it must be one of the first and oldest in the line. This cannot be. It can, and it is. Not all the corpses of the first emperors can be accounted for, and interment in the Eternity Veil did not begin until centuries after Gillian's ascension. The Cabal knew it to be true, and so do I. Their expedition arrived at the Isle of Gradla a few months ago. I suspect they breached the tombs underneath the temple a few weeks later. Whatever they found there, its particular reverberations were powerful enough to throw all the other islands into madness. And now we're sailing into that madness? Embla smiles weakly. He's calling out to me. I feel it in every ounce of my being. Unfortunately, I'm not the only one to hear the call. Like sharks drawn to blood in the water, other things are drawn to it as well. Things from outside. What? Embla swallows hard, and her voice drops to a whisper. The dragon. It's awakening, and its 7 eyes are fixed on the outer isle on the Black Priory. Yeah, that's the thing I couldn't see this time because my lore wasn't good enough. The nearby lanterns flicker. Crawling tendrils of madness stretch greedily towards the priory. It hungers for the holy corpse, and if it reaches it... Embla halts, and for a moment struggles to control her breathing. You know I'm right. You can feel it in your guts. There's no other path out of the outer isles, except that which leads to the Black Priory, and the secrets it holds. Embla slumps and sighs. She looks exhausted. For a moment you see her as the quiet and aloof youngling you once knew. I have more questions. Oh my god. What if it is the corpse of Emperor? When powerful magi pass, their corpses retain much of their particular attunement. Emperors are amongst the most powerful of all magi, and needless to say, their corpses are a source of great power. It's not without reason the imperial corpses of the Eternity Veil are guarded for so jealously by the Sepulchites. Sepulchites. An emperor buried on Gradla? It sounds incredible, but as I said before, there are corpses from the earlier dynasties that have been lost to history. There were emperors that were prescribed by the Magi. It may have indeed been the corpse of one of these forgotten emperors that has been found in Gradla. Okay. Latter-day emperors are but a shadow of the rulers of the old terms in terms of power. If this is truly an emperor from the Primarian dynasty and has lain undisturbed for all these millennia, power contained within it will be immense, enough to remake the empire itself or topple it utterly. Okay, so it seems my belief is that the conjuncture is caused directly by the discovery of the Holy Corpse. Its raw power has drawn the attention of that which lingers in darkness. Now its tentacles are slowly closing in around us.
Pain is forever.
It's true. So how do you fit into all this? She sighs and picks her nails thoughtfully. The corpse buried beneath the priory, it calls out to me. Oh my god, sorry. I cannot tell you exactly when it began, but the beckoning intensified greatly once the tomb seals were broken. Now it's almost unbearable and it's growing stronger by the day. But why you? There are things I'm not ready to talk about, things from my past, from when we were young together. What I will say is that I sense certain things that are hidden to most other people. Some magi see them too, but I think, unlike them, I was born with the ability. I believe this is why the corpse calls out to me, okay? I don't know, I don't understand. To be honest, I'm not sure I understand myself. What I do know is that the calling I feel is... Why am I yawning so much? The calling I feel is real. Reaching the Priory before the region succumbs to the conjunction is critical. In fact, I fear the survival of the entire Emperor hangs on it. I know this, and so did the Cabal. Tell me more of the Cabal! The rise of the Cabal is the surest sign of the power of the Magi empires is waning. Even a decade ago, such consolidation of power into lay hands would have been unthinkable. The Cabal is shrouded in secrecy and will go to any lengths to keep it that way. What few rumors I have heard claim that certain lay nobles and freelanders are prominent amongst their ranks, men and women of great wealth and even greater ambition. I cannot tell you what their ultimate design is, but these people, oh my god, are no amateurs to power. They no doubt realize what lies beneath the Priory and the impact its recovery will have on the course of the Empire. I also believe that if they were to achieve their end goal, it would spell disaster for us all, okay? So we just did questions 1, 2, and 3. What about 4? You suspect they're all dead already, huh? You lied to Marcus? Would you rather I was blunt to him as I am to you? Better that he have a sliver of hope. There are still trials ahead for Marcus and the Horryn Knights. Fuck. And it would do them no good to face it with a broken heart. Okay. Embla leans back and massages her temples. Yeah. I'm here for you when you need to talk, but I agree. Let's say it's enough for today. We go lie down. Okay. Oh, found something over here. Ooh, one of the shrines. There we go. Do you know what? Lore, examine the shrine. Who can lore this? Oh, of course. There's one of several pilgrim sites in the Outer Isles. I said that to pray to them. Okay. Whoops. Crab battle. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, there's another one up there, huh? There we go. Oops. Oh, that's how I did that. Yeah, I don't know who to ask about the shrines yet. Well, we found 2 of them so far. gonna do some poking around here. Oh, another shrine. So it's just a fight at every shrine, huh? Ooh, that's a new guy. A fell serpent. That doesn't seem ideal. I think I might want to use some magic here. Water poison, huh? There we go. That weren't so bad. Okay, so we found 3. That's cool. Ooh. Oh, that's... Oh my god, that's Gradla. Oh, Jesus, there was a whole island in between. Land ho, sounds the cry from the crow's nest. Actually, I'm going to just load off that autosave. Because there was like a whole ass island here that we just skimmed over. Because I thought it was the island we had to go to. Just watching you keep going and going, wondering if I stop. I was just trying to here's the thing, I thought this was the northern island. And I was just like, oh, I'm not gonna land on it yet. I want to poke around. But like, nope, there's a whole in-between island. So let's map this out now. Okay, so this has a town, and I think that might be that Tower of Ash. Really? Sneak away. Okay, try and sneak away, please. Did I step foot onto the... Oh, I did, onto the beach. Okay. That's annoying. Can you hold for a second? Oh yeah, there's magic users. We gotta fucking deal with them. I want their spell. How come they have so much magic? That was just like... That was so much. Okay. But I have Cascade, you motherfuckers. I'm just gonna die here because of all... This is so much electricity. So I guess that makes sense because they're getting cascades, right? Presumably that's what I'm seeing here. That is what I'm seeing. Oh no, there's still a mage. Oh boy. Woo. Oh my god, that was so much experience though. Oh man. I didn't mean to step foot onto that. But holy shit. Oh boy. Oh dear. Nobody's gonna do shit here. Oh boy. That was humbling. Magic users are dangerous, man. Okay, we're working our way towards lightning strike, because fuck me, that spell hurts like an ass. Hurts like an ass? That's not words. Okay, up there was no. So is there anything on this island? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's start here. Oh! Figol! Before you lies a small village surrounded by fields and orchards. The air is laden with the scent of fruit and the laughter of children. The pastoral bliss stands in stark contrast to the rest of the other isles. Oh no. Oh no. This is so not, I don't trust this. Okay, hi. As you approach the small cluster of quaint houses, you can't help but feel struck by a feeling of calm and peace you've not felt in a long time. This isn't good. By the grace of the golden dead, it would appear a small sliver of life, as it once was in the other isles, has survived, Trina says with a sad smile. I don't believe it. Look around. Ahead on your right lies a tavern that looks exactly like the kind of tavern where the meals are hearty and the ales cooled just right. Your stomach growls at the thought. Cat stares and mouth agape, first at the tavern, then at you pleadingly. We're stopping there whether you want to or not. Looking around, you notice Roland has fallen behind the group and now stands, seemingly transfixed, a few steps behind you. What's up, bud? He blinks a few times, with watery eyes, an expression that's hard to place. Families, children. What, feeling homesick? He looks down for a moment, and you could have sworn he looked ashamed. Let's just get some bloody ale. His voice breaks in a way that is uncharacteristic for the how do you say this word out loud? Laconic? Laconic? Brute. As Roland slinks off, Ivan walks up to you. Cruel deeds scar those who perform them as much as their victims, and Roland is a man with many scars. You continue on your way, and for a moment, an irrational fear passes over you. Will you be able to return to the cold, brutal world at large if you spend too much time in this quiet little piece of bliss? I don't trust the bliss that I'm experiencing here. Just straight up, don't trust it. This stinks of weird magics. That said, I will pick up all the tomatoes, or whatever these are. I need it more than them. Hi. A young woman dressed in the manner of a wandering minstrel stands alone looking out across the small lake. She hums softly to herself, stopping and staring as if trying to think of the words for a song. Okay. Before you stands one of the ugliest men you've ever seen. Already cursed at birth, this man's appearance is not improved by the numerous bee stings that mar his face. His face contorts into something passing for a smile, and he croaks, "Greetings, my lord. How can I serve?" Who are you? I'm Pert, my lord. I'm the beekeeper here in Figol. Tend to Baron's bees. He gestures towards the nearby hives, and can't help but notice that, like his face, his hands are also swollen with bee stings. Tough job? Oh, no, not in the slightest, my lord. Figol bees don't sting, you see. They're as docile as cows, and that's good because the Baroness wouldn't want it any other way. You don't look docile. The man half averts his gaze in shame as you point out the stings. It's as the Baroness says. Figol bees do not sting, and if they do, then it's my own bloody fault. That's all there is to be said about that. Ah. Okay. I see. That's obviously the Baroness's residence. God, that's a big fucking map. Ooh, pumpkins! Oh my god, so many onions and potatoes and carrots. I will have infinite vegetable soup. It's fiber maxing. Absolutely taking all these apples. Pot-bellied man humps to himself as he pours a clear golden liquid from glass to glass, swirling it around, then tasting it. He thoughtfully sloshes it around in his mouth a few times, then spits it in a bucket. Tastes funny? Oh my no, this cider's the best batch yet. He looks at you with a roguish smile. Only problem is my wife gets a bit on the sour side if I come home red-cheeked after tasting the wares all day. The man chuckles and offers his hand. I'm Horryn. I run the local brewery. I'd wager you'll find no finer cider in all the Northern Empire, and certainly not in the Outer Isles. Here, have a try. Sure, man, thanks. The beverage is cool, sweet, and sparkly. Truly, some of the best cider you've ever had. Good, yes? And Ari nods in eager anticipation of his drink. Let me. Cat greedily grabs the cup from you, drinks deeply, and then belches in a way that is decidedly unladylike. Magi's ball. Is there any more? Her eyes are wide with excitement. It is indeed excellent. Do you mind if I ask some questions? Can I buy your cider? Of course! My lad sells it by the bottle in the front of the general store. Oh, and Bernard might even have a few bottles left over at the end. Okay. What's your secret? Well, I remember one of them Imperial surveyors called it microclimate. At least that's what I think he said. Means that the area around Figol is real mild and soft on the fruit trees compared to the rest of the Outer Isles. Go on. And then, since we're so far north and everything takes a long time to grow and ripen, that's what caused these fruits to be so sweet. Gives you an impish smile. Now, there's that, and then there's the family secrets, of course. My family's been doing this for a long time. Okay. Alright, ads are coming in. So that means it's time for you to go get yourself a drink, a snack, go to the washroom, scream to a pill, stare into the middle distance, contemplate the nature of cider. And we'll be back in 3-ish minutes. Oh, I picked up the chicken and found egg. That's fun. Are you going to Carnival? I don't fucking know, kid. I'm gonna take all these fucking apples and pears, though. Hello there. What do you sell? Up the recipes. There you go. Don't mind me. Okay, cool. Oh, you have a ring. What's this do? Awareness. A smiling young lad with a shocky yellow hair goes over to you. Greetings, traveler. Can I interest you in some Figol cider? Questions? What's going on in Figol, my man? Well, the Carnival, of course. I can't wait. They say it's gonna be one for the ages. Go on. Aye, the Baron and Baroness are arranging it. It'll have food and drink and even a surprise, they say. Oh no. If they haven't already done so, you should go talk to the Baroness and offer to help. I'm sure she'll let you attend if you help. A party? What? You don't know anything about blood or any such? I'm just looking forward to... Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this has got shenanigans all over it, man. Okay, this is like the entry to the town. Okay. So that's the... I don't want to go into there yet. Ooh. Cool. Big dungeon? No, farmers almost. There we go. I have shitty meals for days. Okay, we're not doing the tavern at the moment. Ooh, a note. Roasted eel. Gross. There's gonna be something with the cider. I don't know what, but this place ain't right. Oops. It ain't right, it tells you. Hello there. Are you Gila? Oh, yes, that's me. My sister, you say. You must mean Julia. I'm expecting her to visit. She'd possibly been late, but at least she's still alive. Tell her about you, Horryn. Gila looks more surprised than horrified. Are you sure you're not mistaken? Julia's not late at all. In fact, she's still not due until a day or two. Then what's this you're saying about Horryn? We've had no news of any calamities. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what to say about this. I suppose that's good my sister is safe and we're indeed talking about the same person. Very well, thank you in any case. I was promised payment. Oh, yes, I suppose you're right. Okay, bye. As the woman goes about her chores, you meet Emila's eyes. The woman was late for her arrival 2 days before she even supposed to set out. A misunderstanding, perhaps? But fear is just another expression of madness. Yeah, no, there's some shit going on here, man. And none of it's good. Fancy gloves. I guess we should go to the Baron's house now, right? Now that I've effectively stripped mined this place for all it's worth. Magic tier 3. Oh, she can't learn that yet. Okay, that's fine. +1 to dodge. Oh, that is better than the current one. Moving on. Saving. Okay, let's have a quick little wander around here. That's obviously a trapdoor. What's going on here? An elderly noblewoman and a robed, portly man stand in front of the villa's gate, discussing enthusiastically. Go on. You shall flank the road with torches for the procession, and as they enter the grounds, my handmaiden shall place wreaths upon their heads, and they shall have their libations as soon as they enter. Not a throat shall be dry for the carnival. The man vigorously nods his head and takes notes. Yes, milady, splendid idea. Ahem. Well, well, Henry, what have we here? More revelers come to partake of the Greek carnival. Greetings, my adorable vagabonds. I bid thee welcome to the estates of the Baron of Figol. I am his wife, the Baroness Griselda. And this sweet cake of a man is our major domo, Henry Flagstone. Henry offers several enthusiastic bows. Go on. Do you mean to say you're not here for Carnival? Oh, what delicious irony. The Baroness offers a snorting laugh that seems oddly out of place for a lady of her station. Go on. You see, my dear husband and I have taken it upon ourselves to arrange a magnificent feast. A Carnival where one might eat and drink and say farewell to the sufferings of the flesh. Okay. There are even added surprise this year that is sure to elevate the spirits and enlighten the minds of all those who are fortunate enough to attend. Oh dear. The Outer Isles are thrown into chaos and you throw a party? Oh my. I dare say things are as they've always been, no? Are you sure this isn't just some grumblings of a few malcontents? You, my lady, are off your rockers is such a good line. It didn't seem like grumblings when Horryn was raised. Well, things are indeed a bit on the busier side as of late. I'd venture there's nothing people need more than a party to take their minds off the drab monotony of everyday life. Wouldn't you say? Sure, man. What's going on? Well, as it turns out, organizing the carnival is quite time-consuming. In fact, I'm a bit overwhelmed with the amount of preparation remaining. As the Baroness dramatically wafts herself with a fan, you can't help but notice that her majordomo rolls his eyes. Or perhaps the fates have provided us, after all, Henry. What's going on? Oh, isn't it obvious? You seem like a most resolute ragamuffin, and I'm sure that if you were to lend a hand, the carnival would be underway in no time. And you would, of course, join us in the festivities. The food and the drink will be marvelous. Isn't it just marvelous idea, Henry? She excitedly claps her hands, and Henry agrees so strongly that his jowls flap. Embla? We have much work to do, and beckons me, but perhaps a small bit of respite would do us good before we press on. Roland? So much death and dying. I'm tired. And if we've our adventure in the jaws of madness, I'd like to be able to get shit drunk at least once before we go. Alright. Cat lets out a small squeal of joy. I knew you couldn't turn down a chance for some fun. The dead knows we can all do with something to take our mind off all this bleakness. Even Roland, it seems, can't help but smile at the prospect of a night of some debauchery. Very well, Baroness exclaims contentedly. With you to aid us, we shall be done in no time. Now, pay attention. Your task is simple. Our carnivals depend on the work of some of our beloved villagers. They may have clever hands, but they are a bit on the lazy side. Okay. Talk to Ari the brewer, Camilla the weaver, and Clara the cook. I don't think I met the weaver. Offer them your help so we might expedite their tasks. Give them my warmest greetings, okay? Oh, and do try not to mention anything about the surprise. I positively cannot wait to see their faces. Now, my lovely, be on your way. Fuck. This is gonna go bad. It's just gonna break bad. Alright, was this apples? Yeah, this was apples. You need help, buddy? Oh, did you know? She ordered the beverages for the carnival for me. Well, the barrel load. Let me tell you, it'll be a night to remember. Good for business as well. She paid me out of the nose, okay. What's the holdup? I don't really have a good excuse. Barrels are lined up and all's ready to go, but there's just been so much to do around the farm, I just sort of forgot. You ever wonder what's the use? Like, it's all just dust on the black winds in the end? Oh, Jesus. Anything I can do to help? Yes, I suppose there is, actually. The cloud of despair seems to lift, and at once the man's light-hearted demeanor returns. Tell you what, moles have been tearing up my orchard real bad. They gnaw at the roots and wreak havoc on the trees. They stood for 100 years, you know, and I'm losing a single one is a disaster. Okay. You offered to help, didn't you? If you could deal with the mole problem, I could devote my full attention to getting cider delivered. My orchard's just north of here. I've counted at least 3 burrows, but they can be really hard to spot, so make sure you search properly. And when you find them, dig those little bastards out and return. Okay. I don't need yet another shovel. I have plural shovels. Okay, whatever. Dig. You dig the shovel into the soft soil and easily collapse the burrow. After a few strokes, however, the shovel head comes up, coated in dark blood. You root through the soil until you're successful to find numerous small, hairless blobs of flesh that have been hacked to death by the shovel's action. You can't properly identify the strange things, nor do you want to, and quickly cover up the gruesome scene in the dirt before moving along. Yep, this is fine. This is all fine. More carefully this time, you set to work collapsing the second tunnel. The work progresses nicely until suddenly the earth shifts slightly as if something is moving underneath. Whatever it is, it grabs onto the shovel blade and tugs violently at it. You yank back with all your might and manage to free the shovel from whatever lurks under the dirt. Swinging wildly, you pummel the ground and walk away hoping you've seen the last of whatever lurks underneath the orchard. Alright, number 3. Arriving at the third hole, you feel an unease grow in your stomach. Carefully, you bend down and try to peer into the small dark burrow. To your horror, something glances back. A pair of eyes that appear far too intelligent than an animal has any right to be. Then, in an instant, they're gone. Retreat underground. Perhaps your mind is playing tricks on you? You decide not to wait and find out. With a slight hint of panic, you utterly demolish the hole. Okay. Yeah, things aren't okay here. Things aren't okay, and they're gonna get far less okay soon. Okay. By the strange moons, you did it. I can't tell you how good it is to see my trees all nice and secure. I've not much to give you, but I think I can spare some coins and a few bottles of cider that fell off the wagon. Okay. Okay. He's done. The cook. Where did I see the cook? That was like up here, I think. Too far. Yeah, I think it was in like this house here. Hey. No, okay, it wasn't this house. This one. There's, yeah, it's this one. A woman bustles about the kitchen, stirring pots, adding spice, and tending fires. Greetings, milady. I beg your pardon, but I'm not really in any position to talk right now. What's busy? Well, the carnival's nigh, right? That means plenty of extra work for me. The thing is, there's still the inn to take care of. Who's going to cook for the guests, you know? Carnival? Carnival is the time to feast and drink and dance. It's the Baron and Baroness's way of showing their love for us common folk. Okay. Is there anything else to ask? Can I... Ooh, recipes. Yeah, just... Oh, yeah, here we go. Hell yeah. Actually, hold on. First, let's learn all them. Oops. I probably knew some of those, but... There you go. You need help? Is that so? Well, come to think of it, there's actually something you can help me with. See, the Baroness asked me to prepare something special for the children of the feast. My famed honey cakes. The problem is, I'm still waiting on the honey. And where do I find the beehives? I know where they are. Figol bees don't sting. I like how this is like, I'm doing silly little fetch quests, but the undertone to it is that there's something like deeply menacing just beneath the surface here. So while we're off doing like this silly little quest, something far more sinister is happening. I need to get honey. Yes, milady, I can assure you, Figol honey is the best in the land. Okay, it's time to get stung. Try to harvest. Carefully lift the top of the hive and peer inside. Immediately, a swarm of angry bees fly out, and within seconds you feel the burn of several stings. They do sting. I hate bees. Ivan slaps his neck and brushes his face furiously. Okay, go for the honey. Suddenly something large shifts in the depths of the hive, and swarms of large soldier bees swarm out to attack. Each sting feels like a red-hot needle, and you can't help but panic. Go to the lake. Realize the best way to avoid little fiends is to dive in. Okay. Alright, that sucked. You need to tell me I'm gonna avoid getting stung. Oh, no reason. I can do diplomacy. I got this. Do it for me, man. The man's lips tremble and his eyes water up. I suppose you're right. But you have to promise not to tell anyone I helped you. Okay. The man looks around nervously and hands you a small tin can with a handle and a spout. This is a bee smoker, see? You just mix kindling with some wet grass and light a fire. Not too hot, mind you. You just want a bit of smoke. Just open up the hive carefully and let the smoke settle inside. The bees will go all drowsy. But please, don't tell anyone I use the bee smoker. Figol bees don't sting. Okay. Try to harvest it. Use the smoke. Smartly using the bee smoker, you fill the hives with calming fumes. Before you know it, the buzzing has subsided and you feel confident enough to reach the honeycombs. Bursting out from the pile of smoke-stricken bees comes a single gargantuan individual, a large, swollen body clad in vibrant yellow chitin, iridescent wings, and a face that looks unlike any insect you've ever seen before. This must be a queen. The creature lets out a tiny, albeit terrifying screech and snaps at your fingers. Ignore her and get the honey. Reaching deep in the hive, you pull out a gorgeous honeycomb, dripping with rich golden yellow honey. As the smoked effect begins to wear off, you find best to make off with your prize. I don't really want to harm the queen. This hive is dead and abandoned. Okay. Examine. You approach the hive and a slight buzzing rises from within. Even with your limited knowledge of bees, however, you get a strong impression that there's something wrong with the hive. Examine. Slowly lifting off the top of the lid, you're able to look inside. There's still plenty of bees left, however they seem slow and lethargic. Furthermore, there's no honey in sight. Examine the bees. Looking around more closely, you find several dead bees. Some clearly belong to the hive in question. A handful of others, however, look foreign, larger and with a vibrant yellow color. If you were to guess, you'd say that these bees have been fighting with bees from another hive. Okay. Examine. Oh, maybe that other queen... Oh, hold on. Oh, I didn't kill the queen bee, so who knows what's gonna happen. She was an evil bad queen of monster bees. There you go. That's your task. Here's the honey. Marvelous, look at these honeycombs. Have you ever seen honey that's golden? The children will love this. Oh, the Baroness is going to be so pleased. Now, the cakes are for the children, but I'll tell you what. I baked one too many apple pies for the feast. Okay, thank you. You're going to tell me... Cider... questions. I've heard about something called the Tower of Ash. I have indeed. It lies north of here on the other side of the bay. A strange old hermit lives there, they say. He keeps away from us, so we keep away from him. Okay. How are things in Figol? No unrest? Okay. Okay, now I just need to find the Weaver. I don't know who... Oh, it's this one. Of course. Hi there. A young maiden stands looking at a pile of white canvas cloth. She sighs deeply and appears to be lost deep in thought. Something wrong? What? Oh, I didn't see you there. Sorry, if I seem a little rude, but I'd rather just be left alone. Okay. The Baroness told me if you, asked if you need help. Her eyes tear up. I'm so ashamed. The Baroness was so kind to think of me for making the backdrops for her surprise. I thought I could do it. I have the canvases and everything. All she asked was that I paint her a wondrous vista. But I can't bring myself to make the first stroke. Why not? Surprise? Surprise? Oh, I've said too much. The Baroness made me promise not to tell. Please, you need to ask her if you want to know more. Okay. What's wrong? I'm lost. My head, my heart. There's a girl, Cass, and I have feelings for her. It was from a distance, but I feel like there was something there. Me being me, I didn't have the nerve to talk to her. Instead, I left a note for her explaining my feelings. Nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, I'm such an oaf. I write like a pig. How could I ever think my stupid note could sway someone like Cass? She just has such a way with words. A bard she is, and me? I'm just stupid and plain. Uh-huh. What if I talk to her for you? You'd do that for me? I suppose it would let me know one way or another, but please, try to be subtle about it. Don't let her know I'm beside myself thinking about her. She draws in a deep breath, and her mood appears to lift ever so slightly. Cass is a free spirit, and she loves the water. I know exactly where she is. Are you Cass? The woman blinks in surprise. What? You've heard of me then? Wait, is this about the bar tab? As I've already told Bernard, I'll pay him the moment I have the coin on hand. It's just that I've been a little preoccupied. Go on. Camilla asked me to talk to you. Oh. Oh no, please don't tell me she's angry with me. She said you weren't interested in her. Not interested? I'm crazy for her. Finding your note made me happier than words can describe. Then why didn't you respond? Because I couldn't find the words. Can you believe it? Me, a bard, at a loss for words. I've been trying to put my feelings into verse, a song. I'm nearly there, but over and over the words escape me. I don't understand it. It feels like I'm grasping at tendrils of mist. Go on. The song Cass reads to you is sad and beautiful. It brings to mind images of far and wondrous shores. Stranger yet is the fact that, try as you might, you have never been able to recall the first 3 verses she recounted to you. Only the first line of the last 3 verses remains. Song of my soul, my voice is dead. Okay. That's exactly it. I can't get past that, nor can I change it. It has to be that line. But what comes next? It's like I'm deaf to my own inner voice. Cass repeats the line, now with a slight hint of panic in her voice. Song of my soul, my voice is dead. Die thou unsung as tears unshed. The words flow from your mouth and fits the song like a key fits a lock. You spoke more words as well, but like the rest of the song, they too are lost in the voids of time. What you do remember, however, is Cass scribbling the words down as tears of joy stream down her face. That's it, I have it. A song for Camilla. She folds the piece of paper containing the words of the song neatly and writes in beautiful cursive, to Camilla from Casilda. Go on. With trembling hands, she offers you the folded note. Would you do me one last favor? Take this note to Camilla. It'll explain everything to her. And please, would you tell her to come find me at Carnival? Tell her I'll dance with her then. Okay. Cass squeezes your hand and offers a warm but slightly sad smile before walking off. Okay. Can I read it? Oh, nope. Apparently we're too good a person. We don't just go reading other people's mail. I talked to Cass. What did she say? She doesn't fancy me, right? I just know it. She asked me to give you this. She accepts the notes and slowly unfolds it. As she consumes the song line by line, her eyes water and her hands tremble. By the end, she has a tear in her eye. She has to tear her eyes away from it. Such words. I've never read such words. Was there more? Did she say anything? She told me she wanted to dance with you at Carnival. Camilla covers her mouth, smiling through tears of joy. She then blinks a few times as if remembering something. The backdrops for the Baroness. I see it so clearly now. Cass's song. Oh, this will be amazing. Glad I could help. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get to work. I'd rather you not see the result until Carnival. It'll be more impressive that way. Okay. God. This is all gonna break bad. I'm so interested to see exactly how. Hi. I did it. Oh, all your work's done and now you've come to feast. My husband is ever so grateful for all you've done for him. And I dare say this will be a night to remember, my dear. Carnival is about to begin. Behold! Okay. Coming up the road is a procession of villagers, clad in their finest and with beautiful wreaths of flowers on their head. The simple folk of Figol gasp in awe as they pass under the flowered arch of the manor's gate. Tastes like no other, sights like no other, flesh like no other. I really don't like that you guys keep using that word. What wonder shall we show you tonight? The Baroness has moved much closer and you feel her breath on your ear. Then, raising her voice again, she exclaims in an official tone, I declare the carnival has begun. Eat, drink, and revel. I shall retire momentarily and make my final preparations as a lady must. Uh-huh. The Baroness and her handmaidens retire into the manor. You are left, head spinning, as the sense of fine food and sound of merriment begin to fill the air. The pain and toil of the last few weeks begin to fade. All that's left is Carnival. Oh, man. Okay, start that. What I get a tier... Let's start working on that. Okay, I get 2 new spells. Clear senses, fortify awareness. Staring light, heal mind, holy lance, stunning touch, touch of confusion. I do like holy lance, that sounds cool. What's this do? Deals a little damage, adds stunned. Okay. Okay, being able to fix... I don't like the fact that charmed is a thing. We're gonna take that. Somebody needs to be able to fix that problem. I wish I hadn't done that. I don't want to eat stuff here. I don't want to interact with stuff. Because I'm almost certain it's all tainted and horrible. The music is filling the air. Filling the air is raw and primal. Its beat is the pulse of something vast waiting to be born. The piper at the gates of dawn. It drives you, carries you. A hell builds inside. You give into it. Dance like nobody's watching. You sway and leap and whirl to the mesmerizing beat. For a moment, you are one with something, with everything or nothing. There really isn't a difference. Stars wheel overhead, and by the time the trance ends, it takes a moment for you to remember where or even when you are. Go on. Do I have to do all the things? I have to do the things. Okay. The table overflows with treats from Clara's kitchen. Your mouth waters as you stand momentarily paralyzed by the abundance of choice. The urge to partake is almost primal. You see it, a sublime piece of stuffed pastry, lying there alone, a vibrant platonic ideal, almost beckoning you. Okay, eat it. Biting into the pastry, its perfect crust yields up the soft crumb flesh with a satisfying crunch, again with flesh use. The jam-filled interior bursts in your mouth, apples, sugar, cinnamon, a touch of lemon, ecstasy. This is the best stuffed pastry you've ever had. Oh boy. The song and laughter echoing throughout the courtyard is a testament to the quality of Ari cider. You eagerly grab a mug and drink it alone. The rich flavor of the cider leaves you red-cheeked and lightheaded. You cannot help but laugh. Loud and uninhibited, you laugh because there is no evil in the world. Or perhaps because there is so much of it, and yet here you stand. Resplendently attired, and with her handmaidens in tow, the Baroness emerges from the manor. The music dies down. Beloved guests, the second act is upon us. My beloved husband asks that you take your places in front of the stage. The time has come for the evening's surprise. For all of our rosy-cheeked little crumplins, there's a special surprise. My lovely ladies and I have prepared a scavenger hunt. There will be whimsy and prizes and sweets. The children clap their pudgy hands and they squeal with joy. Is there one among you with the courage to brave the manor and find the treasure within? Come one, come all. The children stream past the Baroness into the manor, while the adults begin to file towards the rows of benches placed in front of the stage. Oh no. Oh no, I don't like that the children. Oh no. Hey, can I go in the house? I would really rather not with the children. Oh man. What a bummer. Okay, we'll sit. The simple folk of Figol find their place in silence. A sense of reverence appears to have fallen over them. You scan the rows for an empty seat. I'm gonna sit with Embla. Embla sits in deep thought. It would appear all the night's revelries were not enough to lighten the burden she carries. As you sit down, she looks up at you and blinks as if waking from a dream. Spirmph. I'm sorry, I was lost in thought. Let's not speak of such things for now. Come, let's watch the play. Okay. For the first time, you notice the backdrops. Camille's hauntingly vibrant scene looks at once familiar, yet subtly alien. For a moment, the cloud waves seem to break upon the shore as the twin suns set. Emily gasps next to you, no doubt in awe of the artwork's vivid nature. Okay. A man dressed in colorful garb of a traveling theater performer walks onto stage, and the crowd falls utterly silent. Greetings! His voice is high-pitched, greetings! And overly dramatic, yet oddly captivating. On foreign shores we set our play, where setting suns cast shadows long, o'er streets no longer touched by day, and halls forgotten but in song. Strange is the night where black stars rise with flapping of the tattered wings, and strange moons circle through the skies, chased by black and faceless things. An edifice where kings once sat, where maidens pale did once cavort, the carnal house that time begat, a stranger has arrived at court. The strange little man bows deeply and walks off stage. For a long moment, all is quiet. The crowd sits frozen with anticipation. Then a sharp gasp from one of the onlookers. You crane your neck trying to get a better view, but there's nothing there, or you see it. A robed and gloved hand dramatically extends to the stage from between two of the backdrop panels. Slowly, he emerges, a tall figure, gliding more than walking with elegant almost dance-like motions. A baron, it must be, whispers one of the audience. Look, whispers another. He wears a mask. Continue. The figure glides onto the center of the stage, like some strange pantomime. He begins to wordlessly orate with dramatic, exaggerated gestures. Or was it wordless? Weren't there words hidden in the silence? Terrible words, hints of secrets no mortal mind was meant to hold. The unspoken words seep into your mind like poison. You wince. Please, someone pleads. The time has come for you to unmask. The words sound strange, like an echo older than time, doomed to repeat for all eternity. Ah, yes. Slowly, the Baron turns his masked face towards the speaker. The words that follow are the only words you could later recall. Oh dear. Hold on. We can do a voice for this, right? Hold on. Let's see. Turn this one off. What is this voice? What's this one? This isn't anything right now. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. That was pretty good. Inhuman howls of terror mixed with the gibbering laughter of the insane. Teeth shatter in clenched jaws and eyes are torn from sockets. Hair pulled out in great clumps and loved ones claw each other to death. He exists now only as the afterimage of an eclipse, and then he's gone, nowhere and everywhere. Like a tide of gnawing eyeless things, madness overwhelms you. You sink to your knees, clawing at your skull in a vain attempt to dislodge the terrible words that have taken place there. Then, like a ray of light, something cuts through the morass. A hand on your shoulder. You turn and see Embla. You get up. The only way out is through. Oh no! If only I couldn't have seen this coming. If only there was some kind of hint as to what was about to transpire. Jesus. Okay. That is a lot of pissed off looking jester guys, though. He's an agile beast. Why can't I hit him? Hello? You know what? Just delay for a second. Something weird is happening. So many spells. How does that work? Okay. Cool. We're gonna get you coming up here. And then wait. Okay, just defend that. Oh. Bam.
Magic missile. Magic missile.
Continue magic missiling. Oh, come on. I just want to try it. There we go. Jesus. Jesus. Getting the backstab with her, like, basically, the power move for her is if somebody is flanked, her attack will be backstabbed. So if I just park 2 guys behind or beside or on either side of an enemy and she shoots at them, she's gonna do just dummy thick damage. I mean, we have to go and try and find the children, right? Oh, dear. The scene before you is one of utter insanity. The Baroness presides over it with a look of exhausted contentment on her face. I'm so glad to see you here. The great work is nearly done. I couldn't have done it without you. It's only fitting you should be here at the finale. She produces a long dagger from her sleeve. No, thank you. Beyond hope and reason, you see the children are still alive, albeit paralyzed in some kind of trance. The Baroness begins laughing, but the sound morphs into a wailing cry of sorrow and fear. No, they are mine now. Why shouldn't I have one as well? Every fucking cow with a cunt in the village can squeeze one out, so why can't I? She screams at her, lunges at the nearest child. No. Okay, I don't like those invisible looking motherfuckers, but yeah, we're gonna have to stop this post haste. Okay, move you out of the way. Rolling. Park. You go there. You go there. Magic Lady, you go there. Beauregard, you go there. Again. I'm sorry. Were those 50 damage apiece? Oh, boy. Okay. Actually, I need to double check that. That's just enemies, right? Okay. Okay, let's fucking patch some people up a little bit. Jesus. Okay, let's set some bitches on fire. Or not. Oh boy. Oh, you guys got a lot of health. That's anyone in line. Okay, yep. That's not good. Oh, that's not good. Didn't know we had a magic user there. Okay. God damn it. What? Oh my god. Okay, let's that. Yeah, you shut your fucking mouth. That's right, bitch. I got magic too. And I'm pretty sure magic can out-magic my magic, but... Wait, I muted your ass. Can't fucking hit this guy for love nor money, apparently. Oh my god. That everyone? That's enemies. Ah, there we go. Oh, that one's enemies. Okay. Okay, he is now stunned. Okay. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Whew. Okay, so we've saved the children? Can't help but notice that it looks pretty uncool in here. Like it's looking, oh boy. Sitting in silent majesty upon the throne is the desiccated corpse of what must have been the Baron of Figol. Tattered yellow robes hang loosely from the body, and around the head a thin crown of ivy has grown, a king out of time. Though similar, the figure cannot be the one that performed the horrid play. Even as you stand here, the memory of it has begun to fade. Like a dream upon awaking, you are left wondering if it even happened at all. Oh, I got an achievement. No matter. There's nothing more here for you now. Only bones and dust. You turn to leave. For a moment you imagine you hear the flapping of tattered robes, but then it passes. It must have been the wind. Okay, so like, what about... Oh god, yeah, what are we gonna do with these children? What do we do about the children? As you leave the grounds of the accursed manor, your head spins and nausea overcomes you. The things you've seen linger in your mind, like the afterimages of some alien sun burned into your eyes. Try as you might, you will neither be able to exercise the memories, nor ever make sense of them. Embla puts her hand on your shoulder. You alright, bud? Somewhere, Cat alternates between crying and retching. I don't think I'll be alright ever again. I suspect none of us ever will. The dragon spreads its poison unto all things it touches. There is nowhere safe, not even this tiny little village. Now, more than ever, I am certain that the only way forward is to the very heart of the darkness, to Gradla and the Black Priory. Okay. Again, what about the kids? Oh, the kids have just fucked off. Okay. Never mind. The kids are real self-starters. I guess they're... Oh, it wasn't the whole village. Oh, that's better. Right? Like, not everyone died. This is a good thing. Am I to assume that everyone I helped complete the jobs is like dead and gone now? It's awkward. Oh, the cook's still here. Okay. Well, that sure was fucking something, huh? Okay, to get to him, we're gonna have to navigate. God. We're gonna have to land, like, over here. Alright. Time's at 12:30, okay. Time to retire. Ooh. I found another one. God damn it. Oh, we're all beat to shit. Hold on. Hang on. We need to chill. Well, you know what? I'm glad the children didn't die. At least we have that. Touching, using stunning touch. It's melee. Okay. Okay. Holy Lance, heal mind. Yeah. Okay. Heal mind and stunning touch seems good. What was I doing with you, Mr. Ranger? Ranged accuracy. Yeah, let's just finish off his rangeriness. And Roland. Critical strike? Yeah, sure. Seems good. There we go. Get some lightning. What's tier 4 bring me? Thunderclap. All enemies on the battlefield? Oh shit, yeah. Yes. Poison Globe Lightning Strike. Sounds great. Spell Magic. Ooh. Alright. Poison Globe. Yeah. Okay. It also stuns. That's nice. Oh, I can make rations? Huh. Well, that's neat. I never realized I should be picking a specific person to do the cooking. Shit. There we go. Embla's the cook now. Okay. Alright, let's clear this out. And we're gonna call it a night. This shouldn't take very long, he said with way too much arrogance. Jesus. Oops. Oh, there's one up there. Okay. Oh, ads. Right, shoot. Alright, BRB. Alright, let's finish this off. Yeah, use arrows. Try and use arrows. There we go. Okay, so we found the fourth one. Sneak away? I would really like to sneak away from this. Actually, you know what? I'm just not going to. Yep, just not gonna. Oh, sneak away? Oh my god. Okay, so I feel like the combat is, like, predestined. Yeah. Can try and parlay. Yay! Alright. Alright, we get to the tower. Enter the tower. Save here. Rename. Free Tower of Ash. And overwrite that. And quit. Holy moly. Well, that was an eventful installment of SKALD. We have liberated the town of Horryn. We were on a boat, yeah. We're sailing fast, yeah. Got a nauticals themed Pashmina Afghan. We have found 4 of those little nautical shrine things. Don't know what to do with them yet, but we have them. We visited the town of Figol, and it was all secretly terrible, which was not shocking at all. And now we've got to the Tower of Ash. So, yay, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. But that is going to do it for me tonight. Let's find somewhere to raid out to. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, Dr. Mick is just about to start. He's playing Beyond Two Souls. He's like in part 10, so I don't know how deep that is. But he's just starting. Dr. Mick is lovely. I've been watching his playthrough of the altars. And that's been so fucking good. Though it looks like his stream might be a little borked. Okay. His feed's messed up, so maybe we don't see Dr. Mick tonight. Yeah, it's all buffering to high hell. Oh, you know what? Let's do Super Hobby. He's playing Freefall 95, which is a really cool looking game. Let's do that. I thought about applying for a key for that. Didn't. May regret it. Anyways, let's go say hi to Super Hobbit. I'll be back on Friday with more SKALD. And yeah, that's going to do it for me for now. So, as always, thank you, of course, for watching. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, be kind, and try your best out there. Stay fresh, cheese bags. Good night.